Greetings and welcome to the Forum. This is one of the best times of year because it is kind of that late spring, early summertime when all of the excitement is starting to happen. All the kids are out of school, the weather is getting warm, it's great. You can notice that I'm a little more casual than I usually am because I'm so hot-blooded. If I don't have to wear a tie during the summer, I'm not going to. So right now I'd like to remind everyone you can start sending in your guesses for Where's the Mayor. You can get a chance to win a prize. We'll announce the winner just a little bit later in the program. You can also start sending in questions to me if you have anything that you'd like me to answer on the air. And you can send both of those in at forum@cityofguthrie.com. Again, that's forum@cityofguthrie.com. So start thinking of some good questions and get your mind working for those guesses. All right, well again, it's summertime. I kind of wanted to focus on some of the things that are going on in Guthrie because there's a lot happening in Guthrie this summer. So much, in fact, that I don't think I can remember to tell you all of it myself. So to start off, we're going to turn it over to Cindy at the library to talk about our summer reading program.
Hi, my name is Cindy Sellinger and I'm here at the Guthrie Public Library. We are here to talk to you today about our summer reading program, which runs the entire month of June. So we'll start off with Miss Sam and the children's program.
Hi, my name's Miss Sam and I'm the children's programmer, and I'm here to talk to you about the summer reading program. It starts June 1st and we'll have an upside down artist come at 1 o'clock. And we have all sorts of fun stuff going on. There's two parts of the program. There's the first part of coming to the library, enjoying all of our fun programs, and the second part of reading. Now we've set a goal for so many minutes to read, and it differs on your age. So once you sign up, you get a bag full of goodies, and then once you reach your goal, you'll get a t-shirt like mine. So we're going to have a couple of the programs we're going to have. We're going to have the Upside Down Artist, like I said, and then we're going to have a magician come in, and a juggler, and the Science Museum. It's just going to be a lot of fun, so we hope to see you here.
Hello, I'm Candy Ford. I'm the teen program coordinator for the Guthrie Library. I'm going to talk to you about the teen program, the summer reading program, and we will be reading Generation Dead. And to register for the program, when you sign up, you'll get a free bag with goodies in it, and we'll offer programs throughout the month of June. We'll have 2 craft programs, 4 special programs, and movie nights on Thursdays. I'll send you back to Cindy.
Thank you. So this year we have an all-new and a super exciting adult program planned. It's going to consist of coming in to register. When you do that, you'll get a ticket that will go into the big drawing that's worth prizes at the end of the month. As you read books, you'll earn more tickets that will go into the prize drawings. And we will have adult programs on Tuesdays, where if you attend those programs, which you should anyways because they're very exciting, you'll earn tickets that will go into the prize drawings for that as well. The programs that we have planned for you include yoga and relaxation, a dream interpretation class, which is super exciting. We're going to screen a film noir movie with excellent refreshments provided, and also we'll have a local author come visit and talk with us. The prizes that we have are very exciting, and I'm not going to give them all away, but the grand prize is a Kindle Fire. And so the more you participate, the more chances you'll have to win those prizes. And we look forward to seeing you here at the library during the month of June. And with that, I will turn it back over to Matt.
Thanks, Cindy. You know, one of my favorite things about the summer is fireworks. And we're not quite to July yet, you know, we've got a little bit of time, but I wanted to go ahead and start talking about, you know, an exciting program that the City of Guthrie has. That way you can start planning your 4th of July celebrations. Last year, the Guthrie City Council voted to allow residential discharge of fireworks by permit. So now would be a great time to start going and getting your permits, making your plans. If you buy a permit, you can get those for $15. You can pick those up at City Hall, and that allows you to pop fireworks at your house from on July 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So there are some rules and regulations that go along with it because we worked very hard with the fire marshal and the fire department to make sure that, you know, we weren't going to create any safety hazards. But it's an exciting program to allow folks to enjoy the 4th of July in spectacular fashion in their own backyards. So for more information about the rules and regulations regarding the permit, you can visit cityofguthrie.com, or you can come up here and get a permit or look at a permit application, and it'll have all the rules and regulations on there. So now once you're done with your fireworks or leading up to your fireworks, swimming and youth activities is an important part of the summer. So we have a great partnership with the YMCA. They help us, they manage our pool, and they provide some great youth programs over the summer. So let's turn it over now to Ryan Epley with the local YMCA to talk about some of their summer activities.
Well, thanks, Matt. We've got a lot going on at the Y this summer. First off, we've got our day camp program that we run every year, and those kids will come over and swim at the pool, and that's kind of a good segue to talk about us managing the pool again this year. As most people know, we managed the pool last year, and we're going to do that again this year. And with the pool comes a lot of different activities. We'll offer swimming lessons, water aerobics, we'll have pool parties, just a variety of things. Some of the important things to know is that it's always good to get your child in and get them registered for swimming lessons. That way they'll know pool safety and nice water safety tips, and they'll also learn how to swim and become comfortable in the pool. The pool this year will be open Monday through Thursday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. We'll open Friday from 3 to 7 and Saturday from 1 to 4. The pool will be closed on Sundays, but will be available for pool parties. We'll do rentals Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. And so that is available for those that are interested. You just need to contact the YMCA. Our swimming lessons program is for youth all the way through adults. So we do provide swimming lessons for adults. If anybody's interested, again, they can contact the YMCA. Something that we're doing new with our swimming lessons program this year is that parents that want to participate in our water aerobics classes have the ability to do that at no charge with registration for swimming lessons for their kiddos. So that's going to be a nice and fun benefit for those individuals. We'll have open swim time, obviously, when the pool is open during normal hours. Children will need to be ages 12 and older to be able to be in the pool by themselves. Under that age, they'll need to be accompanied by an adult, actually an individual age 16 and over. They will need to provide a driver's license if they are going to bring a child under the age of 12 with them. And so that's just some basic information about the pool. Okay, now I'm going to pass it over to Brian to talk about some summer pool safety tips.
I'm Brian Wilcox, Health and Wellness and Aquatics Director with the YMCA of Oklahoma City, and I'm here to talk about some pool safety tips for kids when we get to swimming outdoors. A couple things that we really need to look out for is when you're taking your kids to the outdoor pools, make sure we're looking for certified lifeguards, that there are lifeguards on duty, and that even if your kids know how to swim, there should always be lifeguards, and they should swim with buddies. Another thing that we often forget to think about is sun safety, in that you want to make sure your kids are wearing sunscreen, make sure they're having adequate hydration when they get out into the sun. Heat illness is very common, especially when it gets real hot in Oklahoma. I would advise taking swim lessons, finding a spot, lots of outdoor pools do it, the YMCA's do it, getting your kids in some swim lessons where they'll learn some water safety, they'll learn some how to swim some, and even once they learn how to swim, always looking for those certified lifeguards. Back to you, Matt.
Summertime is also a great time to get fit, be active, and be in shape. There's a lot of exciting things happening this summer in Guthrie that can help you with those goals. We'll start off by talking about an event that's kind of become an annual thing here in Guthrie, and that's the Sea Spot Run. And this is the 4th year for this event, and it's a 5K or a 10K run, and it brings hundreds of people into Guthrie from all over the metro and outside the community. It's a great event, and all the proceeds go to benefit Free to Live, and it's just something that's really become a special event here in Guthrie. For more information on that and see how you could register or how you can get involved with that, you can go to www.theseaspotrun.com. And again, this is the 4th year for that event, so it's going to be something very exciting. This summer, Guthrie has been chosen as a host community for the Oklahoma Freewheel Tour. And Oklahoma Freewheel is a state border to state border cycling tour of Oklahoma, and Guthrie's been chosen to be the center point of that event this year. So very exciting. This should bring about 850 cyclists into the community, and it's going to be a really big community event. People are going to come out. It's a great opportunity for volunteer groups to have some fundraisers and sell them food, and that's happening on June 13th. From what we're told by the Freewheel organizers, they're going to be riding their bikes in. They're coming from, I believe, Watauga the night before, and they're going to be riding their bikes in, starting to come in about 9 o'clock in the morning, stay in Guthrie all day the 13th, stay overnight, and then head out to their next destination in the morning. So it's a great opportunity for us to showcase the community, have some activity here, and just really show what we're all about. And then the other event that I want to talk about that can really help you get fit or be active this summer is Guthrie is going to host the inaugural First Capital Triathlon this July. And this is going to be the first time for what we hope will become an annual event, and it's going to be on July 21st. It's a Saturday out at Guthrie Lake. I know, swimming in Guthrie Lake, pretty crazy thought, huh? But anyway, you can swim in Guthrie Lake if you do this triathlon. But it's going to be a sprint triathlon. It's going to be a 500-meter swim, a 12.5-mile bike, and a 5K run. And another opportunity, I think, for us to get a lot of people in the community, have really good community involvement with volunteers and people being active. And this is an event that's hosted by the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and the local YMCA. So we're very excited about that. That's not all, though, that's going on. So right now, let's turn it over to Courtney Thompson. She's going to talk about some more fitness tips and other things going on regarding health and wellness in the community.
Hi, Courtney Thompson here, Nutrition and Fitness Coordinator for Logan County. I'm here to talk to you guys about how to stay healthy in this Oklahoma heat. If you think you don't have time to be active, think again. There are a lot of little things that you guys can do to be active throughout the day. First little thing is park further away to your office or to the store. That gives you a little more exercise throughout the day. Take a break. Research shows that taking a 10-minute physical activity break every 4 hours actually increases your performance throughout the day, whether it be cleaning or at your office. Consider biking or walking to work if you live within a couple miles. Just by standing an extra 20 minutes a day, you burn at least 37 calories. I bet you didn't know that. It's also important that when you're active, that you eat healthy too. As you can see, we're here in the Guthrie Community Garden, which is a partnership between the City of Guthrie and God's Food Bank. All of the plants that you see right here, tomatoes, squash, green beans, peppers, are going to God's Food Bank, but we also have beds available if you want to come out and learn how to garden yourself. We have master gardeners from Logan County that can come out and show you guys what you're doing, because you need to eat healthy and be active. You eat healthy and you're active, but that you also drink a lot of water. We know this Oklahoma heat causes a lot of heat stroke, so it's important to drink water. And I can't stress enough to put down your soda. If you drink one 20-ounce drink of soda, just one a day, it'll take you from Division and I-35 to walk to Walmart to burn off those calories. If you have any questions, my name is Courtney Thompson. I'm the Nutrition and Fitness Coordinator for Logan County, and you can call it the Logan County Health Department. If you're interested in you getting healthy, your business, your community, or your school, pick up the phone and call.
All right, well, our special guest today is Officer Anthony Gibbs, and Officer Gibbs is our school resource officer during the school year, but during the summer he serves as our lake patrol officer and make sure everything is happening safely out at the lakes. And happy to have you here with us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us, and very excited to actually be on his turf, where right now we're filming out at Liberty Lake. So, again, I've got, I wish we were in tank tops and shorts, maybe sitting out in the chairs in the water, because it's kind of warm today.
Yeah, a
so.
glass of iced tea would work.
That's right. Which we can do now, right? We can actually get in the water here at Liberty Lake,
yes,
can't we?
That's correct. We can now swim.
That's very exciting. Yes. Well, and that's kind of what we wanted to talk a little bit about with you today is, we've been kind of talking about some of the exciting things that are going to happen in Guthrie this summer. And, I'm sure you're just as relieved as all the kids that school's out for the year, but you're ready for a break and have a little bit of a change.
I do.
What are some of the activities that people can do out at our lakes in Guthrie?
That's good. Yes, this year what we've done is we have opened up swimming out at Liberty Lake, which I think is probably the most paramount change.
Right.
Which people have been asking for years on that. But we also have boating, jet ski, tubing, all of that's allowed at Liberty Lake.
Okay.
Still, for the diehard fishermen, still the fishing. Our trails are open, not to vehicles or off-road vehicles, but they are open to people who want to hike or bicycle, horseback riding, and still for the fishermen that have those certain spots that they like that are down at the other end. They're actually able to take their rod and reels and hike down in there and fish. Guthrie Lake really remains the same for the most part. There's still camping out there, but again, there's no wake on that lake, so the jet skiing's out, the tubing and water skiing is out there, and it really remains unchanged as far as it is.
And that's kind of the reason for that is because, you know, that's a unique lake because it's so residential.
Yes.
And we do have some areas for the public, but given the residential atmosphere and there's not a real great place for people to swim, is that why that kind of stayed as a no-wake lake that's really for, you know, kind of low-impact activities, fishing and kind of onshore activities?
That's right. Absolutely.
Well, I've noticed a huge pile of dirt, you know, out here,
Yes.
you know, to the other side of where we're filming. And what's going on over there? What are they doing?
Well, right now our Parks Department is working very diligently on putting in a swim beach.
Okay.
It'll be right out here at Liberty Lake, close to the entrance. There'll be a lot of area for parking, and from what I understand, it's going to be very nice. A lot of sand, and really be a great place for the family to come out, even for just a few hours during the afternoon.
Right.
It'll really be a great place.
And I guess our local Delisi has graciously donated about 640 tons of sand for this endeavor. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for that to happen, and I may come out and do a little swimming myself.
Sure.
You know, get some exercise.
I may fall in once or twice too while on patrol.
Well, you've got that souped up jet ski now that we've been went for the summer, so you can get out there.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that. We've had a great partnership with some of the dealerships around the metro area, and they've lent us vehicles for you to use out here the last couple of years. What do we have to make your job easier this year?
Sure. This year, H&H Marine has great. Like I said, they have a law enforcement loan program, and they have allowed us to the use of one of their wave runners, and it's a great tool for us to be able to get out and do all sorts of things as far as check permits very quickly. We can do that. Also, we can check on any aspect on the lake very, very quickly.
Okay.
It's as far as the use of it, we just maintain as far as the different types of service on it and turn it back in with no scratches.
Yeah.
At the end of the year. But it really is a great tool for us to be able to get there. If somebody's having a problem with the boat, there's a lot of different things we can do on it. It gives us that ability to get out on the water and make sure that things are safe.
Right. Well, you mentioned being able to check permits and having the ability to check permits. Both of these lakes, there is a fee to use these lakes, correct? Guthrie and Liberty. What are the fees to use the facilities out here?
Really, they're, in my opinion, they're minuscule. I mean, which is great because we haven't changed any of the fees this year. We've simplified them a bit. There are 3 essential permits that you'd need. One is a day use permit. So if somebody just wants to come out and enjoy the lake, then they'll come out and purchase a day use permit, and that's $2 per person for anybody who's 16 years or older.
Okay.
And then there's a boating permit, and that's per boat. So they can come out for a daily boating permit. That is, let's see here, I believe that's also $2 per day per boat. And then our camping fees. Now our camping fees are just a little different. The camping fees is on top of like a day use.
Okay.
And it's per site. So if your family's going to have 2 sites and they're non-electric campsites, it's $4 a site.
Okay.
You can go and do that. For the electric sites that we have out here, it's $6 per night.
Okay.
So it's very reasonable for this lake and atmosphere. We also have annual permits in each of those areas: day use, boating, except for camping. And you can get those at City Hall or the police department.
Oh, great. Well, that's exciting. Well, what are some, we're going to have, I know we have a lot of activity at both lakes, but especially here at Liberty Lake. because it's so close to home, and with gas prices being what they are, you know, we've seen a lot of people using this amenity over the last couple of summers, and it gets pretty crowded. You know, it gets a lot of boats, a lot of people, a lot of activity, and you know, the most important thing is safety.
Yes.
Is keeping the folks out here safe. What are some safety tips that you would have for the people who are using the lakes?
Sure. Well, I would say as far as strictly safety, the first thing that comes to mind is making sure that if you're going to be on and in the water that you're wearing a personal flotation device, or PFD. For our swimmers at Liberty Lake who are under 13 years of age, it's mandatory.
Okay.
And we'll be very strict on that.
Right.
Because of the safety issue. There are no lifeguards out here, and so people will have to swim at their own risk. But we're going to make sure at least that those who are under 13 years of age have a personal flotation device at all time while they're on the water or in it. Like you'd mentioned, as far as boating, sometimes it can get pretty congested since the lake's not very large.
Right.
And it's very important at that point for, if you're going to be boating, to make sure that everybody that's on the boat has a personal flotation device, first of all, and that too, that we keep the excessive speed down. There's been some instances where we may have had some close calls with a skier as well, a boat that's pulling a skier, and you may have a jet ski or something out there, so you need to make sure you keep a good amount of distance between yourself and another boat or another lake user or skier or two. So those things come to mind as far as the boating. The other thing is just, you know, to make sure that you know the rules. It'll definitely make it a lot nicer stay. And you can find those rules as far as for both lakes in their entirety on our website, at the city's website at www.cityofguthrie.com. Some of those rules, for instance, is like as far as the alcohol being allowed in the campsites this year, that's changed.
Okay.
And
so it is allowed at campsites? Okay.
That's correct. On both lakes, they're allowed the alcohol in the campsites only, and it's and so you're going to have a camping permit and the alcohol can only be in the campsites, and they cannot be in any type of glass container.
So they can't bring beer and wine and stuff like that on the beach. It has to be, and that's for people that are really camping overnight, because we don't want a free-for-all cake party out at the lakes.
That's true. You know, because the drugs and alcohol and the water, they just don't mix. I mean, it creates a dangerous atmosphere. And again, like you'd said earlier, our main focus and priority is just to make sure that the safety of everyone's protected.
Right. Well, thanks again for being with us, and I think that we're in for an exciting summer out here. I'm really interested to see. You know, I always used to laugh at kind of, you know, when you go through and look at old rules and regulations, I mean, you see, you know, as things have evolved through time, and you see parts of rules that have changed and other parts that, and you always find things that need to be cleaned up. But that's one of the things that made me laugh about this lake, is that, you know, you weren't allowed to swim, but you're allowed to ski. So I guess if you were in the water, as long as you're holding the ski, you're all right.
That's right. Don't fall off. Don't wreck.
Well, thanks again for being out here, and to learn more about Liberty Lake or Guthrie Lake, you can visit the website, as Anthony said, at cityofguthrie.com, and come visit us and come have a great summer. Be safe while you're out here. And now it's the time that everyone's been waiting for, and that's to find out where's the mayor.
Welcome to Where's the Mayor. Today I'm at one of Guthrie's lakes. That's as good a hint as I'm going to give you. I want to know which one I'm at. This lake was finished between 1935 and 1937. I actually have some pictures of it with the bulldozers and the equipment down in it. Didn't have a drop of water in it. So that was in about between 35 and 37. I want to know which lake I'm at. You know, we have two, Liberty Lake and Guthrie Lake, but I want to know which one I'm at to win the big prize this month. So what Guthrie Lake am I at? And it was finished in 1937. So put on your thinking cap. You might be able to see what's behind me that'll give you a hint to which one I'm at. So put on your thinking caps. Be ready for the City Managers Forum on the 4th Thursday of the month at 9:30, and it'll be informative. You'll learn things about Guthrie. It's a time for you to ask questions. Matt does a very good job of making sure that people understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. You know, sometimes it's too easy to get your exercise jumping to conclusions. So this gives you a real opportunity to find out what the real deal is going on in Guthrie, why we're doing things, how much it costs, and why we ask you to do things. So be ready to make your guess as to where the mayor is to win the prize for this month.
We've got from Sealed with a Kiss. It's a knit thing. It's a DVD that tells you how to knit. We have a gift certificate from Stables Restaurant, and it is 2 gift certificates worth $25 each. We've got an insulated lunch bag right here. We've got an insulated bag that you can hold a wine bottle with. We've got a tote. We've got a coupon for 20% off your next spring purchase from Carol Ann's Boutique. And I was told that we've also got this item, which is beautiful, and what this is if you can tie your shoes, you can get this and figure out how to make a scarf in about 30 seconds. It's
Any mayor can make a scarf.
Yeah, any mayor can make it. I think that this mayor is going to try to knit one, and the next time we film, he's going to show you what he came up with. Right? Now, the only way you can feel the love from these 3 Uptown gals is to tune in on the 4th Thursday of this month at 9:30 to the City Manager's Forum, and you can correctly guess where the mayor is hiding. This segment runs all month long on GTV 20, and it's posted on our City of Guthrie Facebook and our City of Guthrie YouTube channel.
So, have a great week, enjoy, and remember, keep the corners of your mouth up.
Well, that was an exciting bit of information that we just got, and it's almost like seeing a ghost, you know, on the playback video. We got to see the long lost Cindy Kenyon Lehan who left us. I'm sure you noticed that I'm rolling solo today, so I'm going to try to keep up with the questions and the iPad all at once. So. Boy, that was a basket full of goodies. That's I think the winner of this month's Where's the Mayor contest is going to be pleasantly compensated for the efforts in guessing where he was hiding this month. So we do have a winner, and there was lots of guesses that started pouring in, and the correct answer, he was at Guthrie Lake. And our winner, the first person to get, there's a lot of people who guessed correctly, but the first person to do so was Kimberly Harris. So Kimberly, congratulations, and congratulations on winning such a great prize that was provided to us from 3 Uptown gals. Really thank them for their generosity in donating that to us, and we're really excited that they participated. You'll be able to pick your, we'll call in and we'll make sure that they have your name, and you'll be able to pick your prize up at Sealed with a Kiss over on East Oklahoma. So congratulations again, Kimberly, and good job to everyone who was guessing. You know, some of you are emailing in now. I'm seeing kind of all the things that Cindy went through when she had the iPad in front of her. I didn't know how many people, you know, emailed in trying to get hints and trying to win special favors. So we did have a lot of participation, and thank you all for that. Next month we've got another exciting prize. The Johnny Boy's Concession, also down on East Oklahoma, is going to give a lunch or dinner for 2 to the person who will correctly guess, and we will give the world premiere of the mayor's new Where's the Mayor video as soon as we're done here answering some questions. So we've still got a couple of minutes. We are live. If you want to send in some questions to forum@cityofguthrie.com, we'll get to them. But I'll start off with a couple that I've already received. I got one that says, I've noticed that there's recently been a lot of road work in town. Who decides what roads are fixed and when each year? Well, we go off of a list. Our street department tries to keep a very good and updated list of what roads are in the worst condition, and we look at that list, and we have about $100,000 a year that we donate to street overlay, and that's about all the city is currently able to contribute to that, which unfortunately doesn't do a lot of overlay work. So a lot of our activities with street and road maintenance just come from, you know, the normal maintenance of patching potholes and you know, redoing areas where there's base failures and those kind of things. But as far as where the new road, not really new roads, but where the new asphalt is going to go, the street department presents that list every year to the street committee, which is a subcommittee of the city council, and they discuss, you know, where things are. They try to do roads that are spaced out through town so that all parts of town get a little bit of work, and then those recommendations go for the city council's approval. Once the city council approves that, then the then we let the bid and usually get those projects done in the spring. So that's what happened this year, and we had a lot of good work happen this year. A lot of work that happened out by Mineral Wells Park and by the new water treatment plant. We had to do a pretty big project on the road there leading into the fairgrounds because it got torn up from all the big heavy trucks coming in and out building the water treatment plant, and we had to build it to pretty heavy specs to resist the trucks that are now coming in to deliver chemicals to the water treatment plant. So that was a big part of the project this year, and really appreciate the assistance with the county, because they helped us out on that road as well. We had a great partnership since the fairgrounds area benefits from that as well. So the other question I've gotten so far is this time, right now, if you're watching this live, you may recall that this is the 1-year anniversary of the tornadoes that hit the community last year. And it was a pretty wild time, pretty crazy. A lot of the local news media has called and said, what were the thoughts going through your mind as soon as that happened? And it was a pretty significant event. So we're 1 year removed from that. And this person asked, this time last year Guthrie got hit by the tornado. Is everything repaired? Everything is not repaired, but we're definitely in the process. It's been quite a year. We've had a lot of work with the different governmental entities that we work with, the State Department of Emergency Management, the Federal Emergency Management people, going through all the hoops and all the red tape that we go through for those processes, working with our insurance companies to get reimbursement and to get the money, doing the necessary budget amendments, preparing the specs for reconstruction, bidding the projects, managing the projects. It's taken up a lot of time this year, and we are definitely in the process, but we're not complete. The animal shelter is probably, well, it's not the farthest along, but as far as the major structures that got torn down, the animal structure is very close. In fact, we're waiting on just some minor paperwork before they're actually able to move back in. So when we get that totally complete and they get moved in, we'll have a nice ribbon cutting, because that facility was really made possible by a lot of generous donations and a lot of people from around the country, helping out and pitching in to help with that facility. The soccer fields, they got destroyed, the concession stand, the fencing, the bleachers. Most of that is back to normal. The areas where we still have a lot of work to do is on the municipal services building and some of the equipment sheds that are located out there. So those are some of the tough areas that have taken a lot more time. The municipal services building was pretty tricky because it was, if you've ever been out there, there's an office complex and then a workshop is attached to it. Well, the workshop, being the metal building, got taken down, but it was attached to the offices, so there was quite a bit of work that had to go into tearing that down and making sure that they weren't doing damage to the office when they were beginning work on the building. So hopefully we'll get them out there soon. They are still municipal services folks and animal shelter folks are still in their temporary housing areas, and are really looking forward to getting moved back in, getting things back to normal a little bit, if there is anything that resembles normal in this profession. But they've been very thankful to the community for all the outpouring of support and all the help and everything that they've received, and I just have to give a big hand of applause to the animal shelter folks and the municipal services folks, because they've had all of this to deal with all throughout the year, yet their services haven't missed a beat. They've gone and they've performed, and they've done an outstanding job of getting everything, doing their normal duties while taking on these additional responsibilities. So, all right, well, check one more time. I don't see any more questions. So anytime you have questions, it doesn't have to necessarily be right on the day of the forum. If you want to send them in early, if you're thinking about something that just pops into your mind and want to get it on the list for us to answer on the air, you can always send those in to forum@cityofguthrie.com. And also make sure and check our website. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. A lot of you have noticed that we do some live chatting throughout the forum, and if you have questions, we'll try to get back with you and really try to make this an interactive experience. So follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, check our website. We're constantly updating that, trying to get new information out there on relevant topics. We just added the information about the pool and the fireworks, so anything that's relevant, we try to keep that current so that it can be a great source for you to find out everything that's going on in your local government and any of the details about any situation you may be interested in. And if all of that fails, you can always contact us at City Hall or email me. in Mueller at cityofguthrie.com, and we'll do everything we can to help you out. So, all right. Well, now we'll have a big drum roll. It's time to have the world premiere of next month's "Where Is the Mayor's" video. So just remember, watch the video, figure out where he is. You'll start sending in your guesses for that at 9:30 on the 4th Thursday of the month. So the next month's winner will be able to compete for a prize at Johnny Boy's Concessions. So here we go. Let's see where the mayor's at next month.
Chuck, thanks for bringing me out today. What are we out here for other than catching fish?
Well, we're going to catch some of the biggest fish that's in this pond right here.
Are we really?
Yeah, and you know this pond, we're going to do Where's the Mayor? And here we are.
And here we are.
Here we are.
Great afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Great afternoon with good friends. You can't beat that, my friend.
Any day's fishing better than working, isn't it?
The worst day fishing is better than the
best day of working?
That's what I was trying to say.
That's where I
was going with that. You know, Don, Where's the Mayor? We've been around water the last time, and this is a lake. I know you can throw a small rock across it, but this is a lake. And this is what we want people to come up with, Where's the Mayor?
Ah.
Now, you know, this little lake here went around one of our city parks. In 1947, the Guthrie Sportsman's Club, Guthrie Sportsman Club had a fishing derby here every year.
Wow.
Big deal for the kids.
Yeah.
Big deal for the kids. And kids would just line this bank to catch one. And Bill Nelson was part of that bunch. Jack Hurley was part of that bunch. Jack Cahill was part of that bunch. Bunch of the city leaders. You know, Don, back then, if there was a cause, the community come together, whether there was to build Jelsman Stadium.
Yep.
The owners of businesses, whether it was a shoe store or sporting goods, they just bought in to make it a better deal.
Yeah.
You know, so this lake was built, and that's what we're going to be looking for on Where's the Mayor. And like I say, it's in one of our city parks, and it was designed just for youth fishing.
I'm glad you asked me to come out today.
Well, we've talked about this for a long time.
Yep, we have.
But you know, Don, the mayor's contest is basically just a setup for informational stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a setup for Matt's City Managers Forum the last Thursday of each month. And that's just a great time for you to find out what's going on in the community and where this community's trying to go, and just to be informed. Don't listen to what somebody tells you when you're getting your hair cut necessarily, but this gives us an opportunity to know what's going on, and then you can call and put your input. Maybe you'd like to see something done different. If you got a good idea, I've known that young man long enough. If it's a good idea and it'll work, we might have to change direction or something. We try to let people know what we're doing and why we're having to do it.
Yeah.
So, you know, used to come out here and fish when I was a kid, and there were so many fish in this pond, you had to hide behind a tree to bait your hook. Yeah, there's a lot of fish in there.
Sounds like a fishtail to me.
No. Now I'll tell you a fishtail. You know, my dad was a great fisherman. We've talked about that. He had a feller come to him in the barbershop, matter of fact, said he caught a 12-pound bass in a local farm pond here in Logan County. And the lantern fell in the water. And Dad was down there 2 weeks later and hung something on that bridge. And he pulled it up, and it was that lantern, and it was still lit. Yeah, that guy said, "Oh, come on." And Dad said, "I'll tell you what, You take 5 pounds off that fish and I'll blow that lamp out. There's your fish.
There's a fish story. There's a fish story.
And that's what you're out here for.
Yeah, yep.
Tell them stories.
Yep.
You'll go back home and start fishing for lanterns.
I think I'm getting a bite.
Are you?
Look, that bobber's just jumping up and down.
You are. Well, you know, we want to know, Don, the name. They're calling it a lake, but it's just a big pond. But we want to know, that's what the answer is to where's the mayor. It's in one of our city parks, so that ought to give you a hint.
That's right.
And we're going to find out in a minute what the gift's going to be for figuring out where's the mayor. And until then, keep the corners of your mouth up.
Hi, I'm Johnny with Johnny Boy's Concessions in Guthrie, Oklahoma at 108 East Oklahoma Avenue. I've been in Guthrie for 25 years.
Johnny's Concessions is proud to be a sponsor of the City Managers Forum. And if you can guess where the mayor is this month, you'll receive a lunch or dinner for 2 at the restaurant. Now remember, you can only send in your guests at 9:30 a.m. on June 28th during the City Managers Forum.
I want to introduce you to my granddaughter, Christina, and I want to introduce you to my great-granddaughter, Ryan. They're here to take your order and to make sure it's done right.
Good luck, and we'll see you next time right here at Johnny's Concessions.